Is it weird that cookware can be trendy? I kept seeing this brand come up in my feeds, so I got the Always Pan 2.0 by Our Place, and I liked it so much, I just got another pot from them too. This is the Always Mini Perfect Pot 2.0.
In this review, I'll show you everything I cooked with it, take a look at how non-stick it really is, I'll check out what it's like to clean up, as well as what you get in the package. I would also like to say a quick thank you to Our Place for providing me with a pot at no charge. Though the company did gift one to me, it didn't ask for or receive permission to have any input into this review, and I got to test it out as I wanted to, so you can consider these thoughts on my own.
I chose the 2.5 quart pot in the blue salt color. It's just under 8 inches across. Now, very interestingly, it's actually just a smidge smaller than the larger seeming Always Pan 2.0, which holds 2.6 quarts. The difference here is the depth. While the pan is just under 3 inches deep and about 6 inches high inside with the lid on, the pot is much deeper, 4.2 inches in depth and almost 7 inches in height with the lid on. This means while Always calls this pot mini, it's actually pretty roomy and holds a lot, but in this case, the pot is more configured for things like cooking soups, boiling pasta, and even poaching eggs. One of the first things I noticed about the pan itself is how light it feels. Weighing just over 3 pounds, it seems almost too light at first, and it makes me wonder if it's going to lead to burnt or scorched food. I'll report back when I get to my cooking tests. Included in every package is an 11-inch beechwood spoon, and in another clever bit of design engineering, the pot is designed to hold the spatula securely along the handle with a tiny post and notch. Very clever, and it works really well. The pot has a deeply tinted exterior with a slightly pebbly texture. On the inside, though, is a putty-colored non-stick coating called Thermokind.
Our Place says this is a proprietary non-stick ceramic coating made without potentially toxic materials like PFAs, lead, and cadmium. The company also promises this coating should last about 50% longer than comparable products. Importantly, it is oven safe up to 450 degrees Fahrenheit for those stovetop to oven recipes.
The premise of this pot is it can replace a lot of other pots and pans in your kitchen. Our Place says this one will braise, sear, steam, strain, saute, fry, boil, bake, and even serve. Cooking and cleanup is a snap.
Now that you know what you're getting, let's start putting it to the test. One of the first tests I like to do with a product like this is to try doing something as simple as poaching or frying an egg. Anybody who's ever tried this in a traditional pot knows what a sticky mess it can be, and even if you have other non-stick cookware, it can still be a challenge to get the eggs to release cleanly.
Watch what happens when I fried eggs in the Mini Always Pot 2.0. Even from the get-go, the pot releases the eggs easily, so there's no sticking. Same story with poaching. The eggs just don't stick like they do in a lot of other pots. It probably goes without saying with non-stick cookware, you should never use metal in them. That's why the pan comes with a beechwood spoon. Of course, you can also use soft silicone too.
These tests so far may make you wonder if the pan is any good at browning meat, and I found it is.
I cooked up some meatballs in the pot and I was able to get a lovely brown on them. Then I added a sauce to the pot and took it from stovetop to oven to finish the cooking. It's really important to me to have a versatile pot and not one I have to baby. The fact that I can use this one on stovetop or oven or both is awesome. The final test I tried was steaming broccoli. It's so convenient to be able to steam some veg on the stovetop and then use the strainer in the lid to drain the water quickly and without dirtying more dishes like a colander. I also used the pot to poach shrimp in butter.
One thing I will point out here is that because the entire pot is made of metal, it's going to get hot. The handles and the knob on the lid are all metal, so make sure you use a kitchen towel or something to make sure you don't burn yourself.
It's pretty remarkable how easy this pot is to clean. Almost everything basically rinsed away, but a dish rag or softly scrubby sponge was easily able to remove any residue with a light wipe.
Our Place doesn't recommend you put the pot in the dishwasher and that you don't use things like scouring pads or abrasive cleaners either.
Other tips: use low-medium heat to preserve the non-stick coating and never heat an empty pan. Always use high smoke point oils and avoid aerosol cooking sprays. Plus, don't use those metal utensils.
Overall, this pot has really wowed me, and it's an amazing companion to my other larger pan, which I have also found is actually terrific for things like roasting a chicken. Let's take a look at both the pros and the cons of this pot so you can see if it might be right for you.
On the pro side, the pot is versatile and could easily replace a couple of other pots and pans for you. The non-stick coating is beyond effective and absolutely nothing sticks in this pot. Of course, that also makes it incredibly easy to clean. I like the design and size of this pot since it's good for everything from cooking soup for the family or just whipping up a quick meal for one or two. And because it's so light in weight, it's easy to move it from stovetop to oven even when full of food. So what are the potential downsides? I think that potentially creating a version of this pan with a beautiful wooden handle to keep it cool to the touch might be just another way to take this great product to another level.
Despite those thoughts, I am really very happy with the Mini Always Pot 2.0 from Our Place, and I can definitely recommend it for you. I like mine so much I'm already shopping for another addition to my growing collection. The 8-inch Always Mini Perfect Pot 2.0 from Our Place sells for about $115 and you can get it from Our Place or even from Amazon. And if you're looking to up your game in the kitchen, I have reviewed plenty of game-changing gadgets and appliances. Check out a couple of those reviews right now.